Hello, Cougar Nation, and welcome to live coverage of Averett University baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. I'm Drew Wilson, bringing you live coverage of today's game between the Cougars and the Lynchburg Hornets. It's a cloudy but not too bad day here at Owen Fulton Field in Danville, Virginia, as the two teams are prepared for the national anthem. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you right here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information. Welcome back as we are about ready to get underway here at Owen Fulton Field. Averett wearing their white pants with the gold tops. Lynchburg in their all gray uniforms with red numbers. And let's go over today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Lynchburg Hornets, who come in with an 0-2 record. Leading off and playing right field will be Dylan Fisher. Pitching and DHing today, Kinston Carson. At third base and batting third, you have Garrett Jackson. In the cleanup spot at first base, Cameron Lane. Batting fifth and playing left field, Sean Allen. At second base, Caleb Franklin. Catching today, Holden Fiedler. And center field, Carson Adkins. And at shortstop, batting ninth, Parker Schaefer. For the Cougars, their lineup today, batting first and leading off and playing center field, Nick Winston. You got Jason Maggs in left field, Chase McKinney behind the plate, Cody Jones batting cleanup as the DH. Ryan Traylor at shortstop. Tucker Majetic at first base today. Andrew Lancaster in right field. Avery Spicer at third base. Nate Tuck at second base. And on the mound today, making his second start of the season, is Cole Spain. Spain with an 0-1 record, but has pitched well in preseason. Went 4 1/3 innings in his first start of the year. Gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, but only 2 earned. He had 4 walks and 2 strikeouts in that action. So we'll see how he fares today. He probably won't have a long outing, kind of a bullpen day, as I was talking to Averett head coach Kenny Fleming about the lineup today. And I think we might see quite a few pitchers used for the Cougars. So here we go, top of the first inning. Spain, the lefty, first pitch in there for strike one, as Dylan Fisher was taken the entire way. Spain breaking ball across for strike two, and he's ahead here in the count early on. Spain looks in. And that one high and inside. Fisher had to duck out of the way. That'll make the count 1-2. Spain, a junior, out of Prince George, Virginia. 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball just missed the outside corner. That'll even it up at 2-2. Cougars 0-4 this season, but they feel like they've put together some good things. Just haven't been able to reap the benefits of it in the win column. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that one misses high. And that'll work the count full here to Dylan Fisher. Fisher batting .500. He's 1 for 2. And he will draw the walk here to lead things off. So Fisher aboard.
The pitcher, number 80, Kinston Carson.
That'll bring up Kinston Carson. Carson batting .333 on the year. He's 3 for 9 with a double and a run scored. Runner holding at first base. First pitch in there for strike one. Kinston Carson, a graduate senior out of Tappahannock, Virginia. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and the pitch just missed the outside corner, leaving it up at 1-1. Almost looked like Kinston Carson was going to offer at it, and just able to pull it back at the last second. 1-1 pitch, misses high, ball 2. Wind blowing just a little bit here at Owen Fulton Field. Toward center field, a little bit towards left center, as that one's fouled out of play. Evens the count at 2-2. Spain looks in. Checks the runner, 2-2 pitch. Ball hit out into center field. Winston comes in, makes the catch for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 21, Garrett Jackson.
So with one away, that'll bring up Garrett Jackson, the third baseman. Jackson batting .286. He's 2 for 7 with a pair of runs and a home run and 4 RBIs early in the season. First pitch, a ball. Throw over to first. Fisher back in plenty of time. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Spain looking to work out of the jam. Looks the runner over at first. Quick throw over, but Fisher back underneath the tag. Fisher taking a few tiny steps off the bag. Definitely caught Spain's attention. Another throw over to first. Little easy throw over. Just to let him know he was thinking about him. 1-1 the count still here to Garrett Jackson. The offering misses high. Two won the count. Spain's pitch high and inside makes it 3-1. That one misses high as well, so another walk here early on. That puts 2 runners aboard for Cameron Lane. Lane 0 for 6 early in the season. Did draw a walk, but he struck out 3 times. Pitch, fastball inside, belt high, but just off the plate. One 0 pitch. That one's in there for strike one. That'll even it up. Lane, a sophomore out of Manassas, lays off the breaking ball outside. 2-1 now the count. Spain's pitch, swung on a miss for strike two. Good fastball right down the middle. Spain trying to work out of this jam here with 1 out, 2 on. Time called at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike three, so Cole Spain able to battle back and get out number two here.
The left fielder, number 15, Sean Allen.
That'll bring up Sean Allen, the left fielder. Allen, 1 for 6 on the year. Fastball misses high. One 0 pitch, misses high. Ball two. Averett has a 24-21 all-time record against Lynchburg, dating back to their first meeting in '97. Two teams that play a lot, even though they're non-conference opponents. As that one finds a zone. 2-1 the count here to Allen. Lynchburg only about an hour or so away. Two-one pitch, that'll plunk him right in the back. So that'll bring up Caleb Franklin. Looks at strike one. Here with the bases loaded, 2 out. Lays off the high pitch. 1-1. Ball popped up right in front of the plate. And McKinney will take it in fair territory for out number 3. So Lynchburg loads the bases, but the Cougars get out of the jam here in the top of the first inning, and we're still scoreless. We come to the bottom of the first. When we come back, it'll be Winston, Maggs, and McKinney due up for the Cougars. You're watching Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. welcome back. We were to the bottom of the first inning, still 0-0.
The center fielder, number 12.
And it'll be Nick Winston leading things off here for the Cougars. He will face off against Kinston Carson, making his first appearance on the mound this season. Lefty looks in against the righty Winston. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one. Winston seeing his second at bat of the year. Got in one at bat earlier this season. And that one finds the bottom half of the zone for strike two. So Winston in a hole here early. 0-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike three. So Winston goes down swinging. That'll bring up Jason Maggs. Maggs looks at strike one on the inside corner. He's batting .250 on the year. He's 2 for 8 with 1 RBI. Making his third start, 5th appearance overall. Sophomore swings at that one, misses. Strike two. Two pitch from Carson. Max thought about it and looked inside from our vantage point, but catches the inside corner. According to the home plate umpires, that'll be strike three looking.
The catcher, number 16, Chase.
So Kinston Carson with 2 straight strikeouts. So 2 away, that'll bring up Chase McKinney, the senior, stepping in. First pitch popped up over along the right side and will get out of play. McKinney batting .214. He's 3 for 14 on the year with 1 run. Ball popped up and that'll get out of play as well. So 0-2 count. Time called. Oh-2 pitch. Ball hit out into deep center field. Atkins ranging back and will make the catch for out number 3. So the Cougars go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. And we're scoreless as we head to the second when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Cougars. It's the senior out of Danville, Virginia, George Ruse. Will take over here as a planned kind of bullpen day for the Cougars here in this midweek non-conference matchup with Lynchburg. Ruse making his second appearance of the year. He pitched 2 innings already this season and 1 appearance, 0 ERA, only gave up 1 hit, had 1 walk and 1 strikeout. So the right-hander fires in, strike 1. Here to Holden Fiedler, who will lead it off. It'll be Fiedler, Carson Atkins, and Parker Schaefer. Bottom 3 in the lineup do it for the Hornets. This one a little chopper foul down the third baseline. Oh, 2 pitch, breaking ball, just missed the outside corner. Fiedler looks at strike 3, and he'll go down for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 12, Carson Atkins.
That'll bring up Carson Atkins, the center fielder. Atkins, a 6'4" sophomore out of Charlottesville, Virginia. First pitch in there for strike 1 from Ruse. Atkins batting .333 coming into today, and 2 for 6 with an RBI and a run scored. And that one right down Main Street. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch misses outside and high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ruse, as I said, making his second appearance of the year. Went to George Washington High School here in Danville. Breaking ball just missed. And welcome back. Sorry, folks, we had some technical difficulties here with our broadcast. Technology is only great until it isn't. But we'll get you caught up here as Lynchburg scored 2 runs here in the top of the second inning. Right before we lost things, Fiedler had struck out looking, and Adkins came up, hit a little grounder, went right back to the pitcher and off pitcher George Ruse's leg over towards the third base side. That allowed him to get on base. After that, Parker Schaefer hit a little ball just inside the third base bag that went down into left field for a double. That allowed Adkins to get over to third base, so that put runners on second and third with one out. Went back to the top of the lineup with Dylan Fisher. He had a little dribbler out to second base that allowed Adkins to score the first run. Fisher was out on the play, and that also moved Schaefer over to third. And then Kinston Carson hit a line drive single to right field that dropped in front of the right fielder Lancaster, and that brought in Schaefer for the second run. And the last play, Garrett Jackson, little ground ball over to third base for the 5-3 putout. That's how the Cougars got out of the inning. That's where we stand. Lynchburg leads Averett 2-0 here as we go to the bottom of the second inning.
The designated hitter, number 14, Cody Jones.
So that'll bring up Cody Jones here for Averett. Kinston Carson still on the mound for the Hornets. Fastball misses high here to Jones. Jones in the DH role. He's 2 for 14 so far in the season. Does have one run batted in. Senior. 1-0 pitch inside. Ball 2. A pitch fouled out of play. Over to the right side. And fastball misses. 3-1 now the count to Cody Jones. Cody Jones, Ryan Traylor, Tucker Majenik due up here for the Cougars here in the bottom of the second inning as they trail 2-0 here to Lynchburg. 3-1 pitch, ball hit up into the gap in left center. It's going to be fielded by Carson Adkins just to the left there, and that'll be out number 1.
The shortstop, number 5, Ryan Traylor.
So that'll bring up Ryan Traylor. He's 0 for 7 at the plate in 3 games this season. Fastball high for ball 1. Swing and a miss there. 1-1 the count. Traylor Jr. out. Chesterfield, Virginia. Fouls that one back into the net. Traylor shortstop when he isn't pitching. A good first outing, even though he picked up a loss earlier this season. And swing and a miss there for strike 3, so he'll go down for out number 2. That'll bring up Tucker Majenik.
The first baseman, number 34, Tucker Majenik.
Majenik seeking his first hit of the year. He's 0 for 4. He's making his 3rd start of the year. Junior out of Prince George, Virginia. One of several Cougars from Prince George on the roster. Ball popped up over behind first base. That's going to drop in for a base hit, and the Cougars have their first runner of the day. So with Manchetic aboard, that'll bring up Andrew Lancaster. Lancaster will step in. Senior out of nearby Chatham. Fastball misses inside. Lancaster 1 for 10 with a pair of RBIs coming into today's game. Pitch misses high. 2-0 the count here to Lancaster. He drove in a pair of runs against Washington and Lee in the home opener the other day. Big swing and a miss there. 2-1 now the count here with 2 outs. Should Lancaster keep the inning alive, it'll be Avery Spicer due up next for the Cougars. 2-1 pitch. And swung underneath that one. Evens the count at 2-2. A little in on the hands there. Time called. Two the count. Runner takes off for second base, but Lancaster swings through it, and it'll be strike 3. And that'll be it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the second inning. 3-2, Lynchburg has a 2-0 lead on the Cougars. We'll be back with the third inning when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Being a student athlete at Averett University as well as a commuter, it has allowed me to meet so many more people and experience so many more things than I would have if I wouldn't have played softball here. It has also allowed me to make lifelong friendships that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third inning here. At Owen Fulton Field, Lynchburg with a 2-0 lead. Ball hit into right field. Lancaster giving chase. Little drop in just inside the line. And that will be a single to lead it off here for Lane. Cameron Lane.
The left fielder, number 15, Sean Allen. Left to center, or left to center.
So that will bring up Sean Allen. Allen hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Big breaking ball drops in for strike one from George Ruse, who begins his second inning. Out of the bullpen here today for the Cougars. Looks like the sun might have popped out there for just a second. Otherwise cloudy day. And a swing and a miss by Allen. Makes it an 0-2 count. Busy day on Averett's North campus. A baseball game going on right now. We got women's basketball first round of the USA South tournament coming up tonight at 7 p.m. in the Grand Center. Averett taking on Meredith. This ball popped up over toward third base. Spicer ranges over just into foul territory, makes the grab for the out.
The second baseman, number 5, Caleb Franklin.
So that'll bring up Caleb Franklin here with one on, one away. Franklin popped up to Chase McKinney, the catcher, to end the first inning. And strand 3. Ball popped up, out of play. McKinney giving chase, but screams from the dugout let him know it was out. But as I was saying, in addition to women's basketball tonight, first round tournament game, women's lacrosse opens the season here at Averett at home against Guilford at 7 p.m. on Daly Field at Frank R. Campbell Stadium. So busy day over at Averett's North Campus. If you're in town and looking to catch some Averett action. That one misses low. 1-1 the count. That one in the dirt. Good block there by McKinney. Cougars preparing for their first conference series of the season. They head down to Huntington College down in Montgomery, Alabama this weekend. Take on the Hawks in a 3-game series. 2-1 pitch. Low and outside. Ball 3. This one chopped over to third base. Spicer to second to 1. Over to first for 2. 5-4-3 double play for the Cougars to get out of the jam. And hopefully that'll give them some momentum going into the bottom of the inning as they trail 2-0. We'll be back. It'll be Spicer, Tuck, and Winston due up for the Cougars when we come back.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
It's really allowed me to make the most of my experience at Averett. I don't think I would have had as good a time if I didn't get involved in the organizations and sport and everything else along with it. It's also allowed me to make lifelong friends from all different areas all over the world. I couldn't ask for anything better.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Cougars trail the Hornets 2-0.
The third baseman, number 38.
And Avery Spicer will lead things off here for Averett. Spicer started the 5-4-3 double play to end the top half of the third inning. He'll face off against Kinston Carson, who's still out there for the Hornets. First pitch low and inside for ball one. Spicer seen his first at bat of the day. He's 2 for 7 on the year. 286 batting average. This one chopped right back to Carson. He'll pick it up. Toss over to first for out number one. That'll bring up Nate Tuck. Tuck 2 for 5 on the year with a run scored. Getting the start today at second base. Second start of the year, third appearance overall. First pitch fastball on the outside corner for strike one. The 0-1 pitch, low and in the dirt. This one hit out into the gap in left center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. And Tuck's aboard here with the second hit of the day for the Cougars.
Returning to the top of the order, the center fielder, number 12, Nick Winston.
That'll bring up Nick Winston. And top of the order. Winston struck out swinging. Bottom of the first. This one fouled out of play to the right side. Good lead over there at first base by Tuck. Winston drops down the bunt. Perfect. Believe they're calling it a foul ball, maybe off the plate. It's hard to tell from our angle in the press box. Kind of blocked by the umpire and the catcher. So it'll just go down as a foul ball strike. So 0-2 the count here to Winston. Runner on the move. Pitch high. Tuck underneath the tag. And he will be safe. Stolen base for Nate Tuck. So runner in scoring position here with one out. 1-2 the count here to Winston. Ball popped up out of play over the press box. So 1-2 is still the count here to Winston. Fastball low. Tough pitch to lay off of, but good eye by Winston. That'll even the count at 2-2. Ball popped up over to the right side into shallow right field. Fisher there to make the catch. Tuck will not challenge him. And he'll have to stay put at second base. It's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 11, Jason Maggs.
That'll bring up Jason Maggs. Struck out looking back in the first inning. So Maggs, sophomore out of Mount Holly, North Carolina. First pitch hit through the left side, just past the shortstop, Schaefer. They'll send the runner, gets a little bobble there by the left fielder. I think the runner was going the entire way anyway. Coach Kenny Fleming being aggressive, and that'll be an RBI single there by Maggs. So an RBI single. That'll bring up Chase McKinney as the Cougars have cut their deficit in half. And McKinney fires this one over to third base. Tough play over there by Jackson. Now, Maggs, alert base running, gets back over to third. And runners on the corners now for the Cougars.
The designated hitter, number 14, Cody Jones.
Maggs alert, able to run on the throw over to first base. So runners on the corners here for Cody Jones. Flew out to center field in his first at bat. This one popped up into shallow left center field. Could be trouble. But Atkins there to make the catch on the run, and that'll do it. So the Cougars unable to fully capitalize, but they do cut the Lynchburg lead in half, 2-1. There's your score through 3 innings. We'll be back with the 4th inning here on the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network. Drew Wilson here on the call. Lynchburg with a 2-1 lead through 3 innings. New pitcher on the mound for the Cougars. It's the freshman Tyler Smith. First pitch misses for ball 1 here. As Holden Fiedler steps in. Ball hit out of play over to the right side. Tyler Smith making his second appearance. Pitched 2/3 of an inning. The other day, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, but kept it clean for a 0 earned run average. 1-1 pitch. Fastball just missed the corner. 2-1 now. Here the count to Fiedler, who struck out looking back in the second inning and is only bat of the day. This one hit out of play to the right side, so that'll even the count at 2-2. Tyler Smith, the lefty. That one in the dirt. Runs the count full. Smith out of Thomasville, North Carolina. Payoff pitch. This one hit over to third base. Spicer. Throw over to first in time for out number 1 on the 5-3 putout. That'll bring up Carson Atkins, center fielder.
Number 12, Carson Atkins.
He singled and scored the first run of the game for the Hornets back in the second inning. I was looking at Tyler Smith, lefty on the mound, but actually a righty at the plate. You don't see that too often. As this first pitch popped up behind second base and caught by Tuck in the outfield grass for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 6, Parker Schaefer.
So with 2 away, that'll bring up Parker Schaefer, who doubled. Back in his last at bat. First pitch in the dirt. And that one fouled over the backstop. Smith looks in. Pitch on the way, and this one hit out into left center field. Could be trouble. But Mag's there to make the catch on the run for the third out. So 1-2-3 inning for the Cougars here in the top of the 4th inning. For Averett, it'll be Traylor, Majetic, and Lancaster due up next when we return here on the Averett Sports Network. Here we go to start the bottom of the fourth inning. New pitcher on the mound for Lynchburg. A little dribbler right back to him as Traylor will ground out 1-3. New pitcher is Baylor Cumbie out of Midlothian, and quickly records the first out.
Number 34, Tucker Majetic. How do you not have these guys in your roster? Like, really?
So Tucker Majetic will step in. He singled down the right field line in his first at bat of the day. And a little chopper down the third base line this time. And they're going to say foul ball. Must have hit off his foot. Oh, and 1 the count here to Majetic. Cumbie, a sophomore right-hander. And gets lucky there. That one's behind Majetic, but it actually hit his bat. So it goes down as a foul ball. Tough luck for Majetic. He dove, kind of like backed out of the way and swung his bat behind him and hit it. So 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Majetic goes down for out number 2. And it looks like we got a pinch hitter coming up for the Cougars.
Pitch hitting for the Cougars. Number 29,
Nolan McCabe grabs a bat. He will hit for Lancaster. So McCabe, the freshman. Ball fouled down the right field line and just gets out of play over toward the Averett bullpen area. McCabe out of Midlothian, Virginia. Same as the pitcher Cumbie, but different high schools. As that one finds the inside corner. Cumbie went to Midlothian High School. McCabe went to James River. Oh, and 2 the count here to McCabe. Pitch low and outside. One-two pitch in the dirt as well. Evens the count at 2-2. Cumbie's pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. So that'll be it for the Cougars here in the 4th inning. Lynchburg still holds a 2-1 lead as we go to the 5th. When we come back, you're watching Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot. Just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games. So it makes it a really fun environment.
It helps that there's so many international students here at Averett, so hearing other people talk around campus with their accent makes it feel like you're not alone, and it feels like one big family. And I've I've grown so much since I came here.
And welcome back. We go to the 5th inning. Top of the lineup due up here for the Hornets, starting with Dylan Fisher. First pitch fouled over out of play to the left side. McCabe stays in to play right field defensively for the Cougars after pinch hitting. Tyler Smith still on the mound for Averett. Breaking ball misses low and away. 1-1 the count here to Fisher. Fisher walked and had an RBI ground out back in the 2nd inning. Now went across for strike 2. Smith gets ahead in the count. Both teams with 4 hits on the day. This one popped up over towards third. Could be caught, and it is by Spicer going down into foul territory. Good play there by the third baseman to range over there and get it.
The designated hitter, number 8, Kingston Carson.
So with 1 away, that'll bring up Kinston Carson. Carson 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Drove in the 2nd run, which has them ahead 2-1. First pitch from Smith, low and away for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Ball chopped over to first base. Majetic bobbles it briefly, but tosses it over to Smith for the out. 3-1 putout. And 2 outs away here as Garrett Jackson will step in. Jackson walk and a ground out today so far. Not a bad crowd here at Owen Fulton Field for a weekday game. As the first pitch in there for strike 1. A 1 pitch, curveball popped up out of play. Saw the Averett softball team stop by before their practice to catch a few innings. They opened the season on Saturday at home against number 7 Virginia Wesleyan University. 0-2 pitch, curveball popped up into right field. McCabe takes a few steps and makes the catch for the 3rd out, and that'll be it for the Hornets here in the top of the 5th. Cougars coming to the plate. It'll be Spicer, Tuck, and Winston due up. And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. New pitcher on the mound for Lynchburg. And it's the junior Grayson Thurman making his first appearance on the mound this season for the Hornets. Out of Alta Vista High School, not too far up the road between Lynchburg and Danville. And he will face off against Avery Spicer here to start the 5th for the Cougars. It'll be Spicer tucked in back to the top of the lineup with Nick Winston. Spicer grounds it out in his first at bat of the day. And fastball misses high. One-oh pitch. That one across for strike one. Spicer, kind of interesting, came in as a pitcher. Most of his freshman year spent as a pitcher, and then toward the end of the year got some time in the infield, played a little third, and ended up sticking with it. And now he's one of the normal third basemen for the Cougars as he takes strike two there. 1-2 the count. Breaking ball in there, catches the inside corner for strike three. So that'll be it for Spicer.
The second baseman, number 3, Nate Tuck.
That'll bring up Nate Tuck. Tuck had a single and later stole a base in his only plate appearance so far today. That was back in the 3rd inning. He eventually scored and pitched low. One-oh pitch. That one in for a strike, though. Evens the count at 1-1. Curveball drops in, strike two. Nice pitch from Thurman. 6'2" righty. That one fouled out of play. Foul down the first baseline. Tuck able to get a piece of that. Looked like a curveball. Kind of late decision to swing at it, but it was too close to let go. And able to get a piece of it. So 1-2, still the count. This one hit out to second base. Caught by Caleb Franklin and thrown over to first base for the second out.
Returning to the top of the order, the center fielder.
Top of the order, Nick Winston coming up. He's 0 for 2. Flew out to right field in his last at bat. Winston, the senior, getting a start in center field today. Little check swing, chopper, foul. Winston out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, went to Chancellor High School. Oh, 1 pitch. Little chopper over to second base. And it'll be easy 4-3 put out for Caleb Franklin for the second time in a row, and that'll be it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They still trail Lynchburg 2-1. We'll go to the 6th when we come back. See who the Cougars maybe send out to pitch And looks like we will have a pitching change. We'll let you know who it is when we come back.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
And welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for the Cougars. It's the freshman Braxton Eads. Another Alta Vista product on the mound. First pitch outside from the right-hander Eads. Second pitch to Lane. Swung on a miss for strike one. That'll even the count. Lane one for two today. Has a single and strikeout. Eads misses outside. 2-1 now the count. Eads making his third appearance of the season. Has pitched 4 innings. Curveball drops in for strike 2. That was pretty nasty. So 2-2 the count as time is called. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Lane goes down for the second time today. And for Eads, his third strikeout of the year. Gonna bring up Allen. Sean Allen getting his third at bat of the day. Hit by pitch and popped up in foul territory over towards third base. First pitch a ball. Second pitch on the way, and that one just missed the outside corner. 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch. Fastball fouled away. 2-1 pitch. And that one will plunk Allen in the back. So one aboard here for Caleb Franklin. Franklin 0 for 2, popped up to the catcher in his first at bat and grounded out into a double play to end the third inning. Ball hit out into right field. McCabe underneath it makes the catch for the out.
The catcher, number 23, Holden Fiedler.
So that'll bring up Holden Fiedler. Fiedler 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking and grounded out to third base. Eads looks over at first. Runner not on the go. That one in the dirt. And will go down as a wild pitch. Good job by McKinney to even block that. Not allow Allen to get down to second base. He read it perfectly. Saw it was going to bounce and took off. (1-0) the count. Little dribbler over to second base. It's going to be a tough play for Tuck, but he will make it for the third out. And Lynchburg will strand a runner in scoring position. That'll be it for the Hornets here in the sixth. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth when we come back. It'll be Maggs, McKinney, and Jones due up for the Cougars.
Being a student athlete at Averett University as well as a commuter, it has allowed me to meet so many more people and experience so many more things than I would have if I wouldn't have played softball here. It has also allowed me to make lifelong friendships that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Lynchburg with a 2-1 lead on Averett. Jason Maggs will lead it off here for the Cougars. It'll be Maggs, McKinney, and Jones due up. Ball. First pitch hit out into center field. Adkins underneath it makes the catch for out number 1.
The catcher, number 16.
So that'll bring up Chase McKinney. McKinney 1 for 2 with a single. Senior, out of Sanson, Virginia, takes ball 1. Pitch from Grayson Thurman, low and away. Thurman's in his second inning of relief. Fastball misses high. 2-0 now the count to McKinney. Fastball misses high again. 3-0 now. And it'll be a walk from 4 straight pitches to Chase McKinney. And he's aboard, the first Averett runner since the third inning when they scored their only run so far. So Cody Jones steps in. Jones has a pair of flyouts to center field today. First pitch in there for strike one. Runner on the move. Kind of a late swing, trying to protect the runner, and McKinney's going to be thrown out. Some meeting here with the umpires. So it'll be a caught stealing. And 2 strikes now on Jones. That pitch in the dirt. Ball popped up out into center field. And caught by Carson Adkins for the third out. So the Cougars able to get a runner on board, but he was erased, and they can't get anything going here in the 6th. That'll be it for them, and score still 2-1 through going into the 7th inning. And we got some changes coming up to the Averett lineup. We'll let you know what they are when we come back. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Carson Adkins lead it off here for Lynchburg. He will face off against the new pitcher, Avery Spicer. Ball hit out into right field for a single. And he's aboard here to lead it off.
The shortstop, number 6, Parker Schaefer.
Spicer was your third baseman, but he is now on the mound. Taking over at third will be Zach Cameron, the junior transfer. Ball drops down for a bunt, and sack bunt will move the runner over there by Schaefer. So one away, but a runner in scoring position. That'll bring up the top of the order, Dylan Fisher. 0-1 is the count. The first pitch was in there for strike one to Fisher. Spicer gets it in there, and Fisher tried to lay down the bunt. Oh-2 pitch coming from Spicer. And a swing and a miss for strike three, so Fisher goes down. It's out number two.
Number 8, Kinston Carson.
That'll bring up Kinston Carson. He's 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. That one fouled out of play. Spicer making his second appearance on the mound. He's pitched 2 innings coming into this appearance. Giving up 2 runs on 2 hits with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. That one hit out into center field. Winston having to give chase, but makes the catch, backpedaling for the 3rd out. So Spicer gets out of the jam. And score is still 2-1 Lynchburg as we go to the bottom of the 7th when we come back.
It's really allowed me to make the most of my experience at Averett. I don't think I would have had as good a time if I didn't get involved in the organizations and sport and everything else along with it. It's also allowed me to make lifelong friends from all different areas all over the world. I couldn't ask for anything better.
And welcome back. Ryan Traylor will lead it off here for the Cougars. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, they trail 2-1. Still plenty of time for Averett to make something happen. And Traylor looks at strike one. Cougars, both teams actually looking for their first win of the season, so somebody will come away with it here. Check swing. Strike two. That one misses the zone. 1-2 now, the count. This one hit out into center field. Caught by Atkins for the out.
The first baseman, number 34, Tucker Majetic.
That'll bring up Tucker Majetic. Majetic 1 for 2. And Majetic drops down a beautiful bunt and beats it out. The pitcher, Thurman, slipped. Didn't really have a chance at third baseman. Garrett Jackson had to field it on the run. Good play by him to try to get Majetic, but Majetic beats it out. So Majetic aboard here with 1 out for McCabe.
The right fielder, number 29, Nolan McCabe.
Cougars trying to make something happen here with 1 out. See if McCabe can come through. We'll see how aggressive Averett coach Kenny Fleming wants to be on the base pass here. As he maybe send Majetic. Trying to get a runner in scoring position. Majetic staying put for right now. And first pitch in there for strike 1 to McCabe. That one in the dirt. Throw over to first. Majetic back. McCabe came in as a pinch hitter. Stayed in to play defense. Takes curveball in there for strike 2. And a little chopper right in front of the plate. It's going to be a tough play for Thurman. He'll fire it over to first in time, but it will move the runner over.
The pitcher, number 38.
So Majetic over
Spicer.
the second in scoring position here for Avery Spicer. Trying to help his own cause here. It'll be Spicer. If he can get aboard or keep it going, it'll be Tuck. Curveball in there for strike 1. Spicer over 2 today. And a swing and a miss. Make it 0-2. Nobody warming up in the Averett bullpen, so Spicer probably going to see his second inning on the mound. Nobody in the Lynchburg bullpen either, for those wondering at home. Oh, 2 the count. Here to Spicer. Majetic at second base. Decent sized lead. Pitch from Thurman and a swing and a miss for the third out. So that'll be it for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-1 still your score in favor of Lynchburg. We'll go to the 8th when we come back here on the Averett Sports Network. welcome back. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Garrett Jackson will lead it off here for the Hornets. Avery Spicer still on the mound for the Cougars. First pitch swung on a miss for strike one. Like a changeup from Spicer. A little sidearm delivery can be tricky for some hitters. And that one fouled off over to the right side. Strike two. Both teams with 5 hits on the afternoon. Lynchburg grabbed a 2-0 lead back in the second inning. Averett got back within 1 in the bottom half of the third. And a swing and a miss by Jackson, and he'll go down for the first out. We got a pinch hitter, looks like. So Josh Jorman will grab a bat. He'll pitch in for Cameron Lane. First pitch, little chopper foul. Jorman, a freshman out of Oak Hill, Virginia. He's 1 for 1 on the season. Had a double and an RBI. That one missed for ball, so 1-1 the count. That one in there for a called strike. 1-2 now. Spicer looks in, the pitch on the way. Misses outside, evens the count at 2-2. Sun finally starting to creep out here on a regular basis. And a swing and a miss, and Jorman goes down. So 2 strikeouts in a row here by Spicer. That'll bring up Sean Allen. Allen 0 for 1 with a pair of hit by pitches today. Good pitch on the outside corner there from Spicer for strike one. And a nice pitch there by Spicer. Gets Allen swinging over the top. 0-2 now the count. Swing and a miss, so Spicer strikes out the side here in the top of the 8th inning. We'll see if he can give the Cougars a little momentum as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Averett trails by 1. You're watching Averett Baseball on the Averett Sports Network.
It helps that there's so many international students here at Averett. So hearing other people talk around campus with their accent makes it feel like you're not alone, and it feels like one big family, and I've grown so much since I came here.
Being a student athlete at Averett University as well as a commuter, it has allowed me to meet so many more people and experience so many more things than I would have if I wouldn't have played softball here. It has also allowed me to make lifelong friendships that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Going back to school is not just for the kids. Averett University has degree programs for working adults who want to pursue their bachelor's or master's online or on campus. Visit gps.averett.edu for more information.
Couple changes for you coming up here. Jorman will stay in to play first base defensively for the Hornets, and a new pitcher on the mound for Lynchburg. That'll be the junior right-hander Santiago Meneses out of Guatemala City, Guatemala. His first appearance of the season. He will face off against Nate Tuck, who will lead it off here for the Cougars. Tuck, 1 for 2 today with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored.
The second baseman, number 3, Nate Tuck. You just like Brady Rabbit.
So Tuck steps in, scored the lone run for Averett on the afternoon back in the 3rd inning. And this one hit out to shortstop, fielded by Schaefer, throw over to first in time for out number 1. So it looks like we've got a pinch hitter stepping in for the Cougars. Brandon Hatcher leads the team with a .417 batting average. He's 5 for 12 on the year with a double and a run scored. And he's got a 4-game hit streak, so this will probably be his only chance to get an at-bat today, unless we go extra innings. Fastball in there for strike 1. Hatcher started all 4 of Averett's first 4 games. Swing and a miss. He's in an 0-2 hole here with 1 out. Oh, 2 pitch, fouled away back to the net. So they'll do it again. 0-2 pitch on the way. And swing and a miss, and Hatcher goes down on strikes. That'll bring up Jason Maggs.
Left fielder, number 11, Jason Maggs.
Maggs had an RBI single back in the 3rd to put the only run aboard here on the board for the Cougars. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Flew out to center field his last at bat. And strike 1 taken by Maggs. And that pitch misses inside. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss by Maggs. And Maggs looks at that one. Hornets wanted that call, but looked a little low and outside. So evens the count at 2-2 here with 2 outs. And ground ball over, picked up by Jackson, over to first, in time by about a half step to get Maggs for the 3rd out. And that'll be it for the Cougars. We'll go to the 9th inning. When we come back, Lynchburg will holding on to a 2-1 lead over Averett.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Welcome back to Averett Baseball here on the Averett Sports Network. Drew Wilson here. We go to the ninth inning. Lynchburg with a 2-1 lead on Averett. Caleb Franklin will lead it off here for the Hornets. Looks at strike one from Avery Spicer. Spicer been pretty solid on the mound so far after coming in relief. Struck out the side in the last inning. 0-1 pitch. Make it 0-2 after the swing and miss by Franklin. And strike three as Franklin goes down looking here to start the top of the ninth. That's 4 straight strikeouts
The catcher,
by Spicer.
number 23, Holden Fiedler.
If you go back to the 7th inning, it's 5 strikeouts in the last 6 batters. So that'll bring up Fiedler. Fouls that one back to the backstop. Fiedler 0 for 3 today with a strikeout and a pair of groundouts. And a beautiful breaking ball drops in for strike 2. So 0-2. Pitch from Spicer, hit out into center field. DiCarlo will make the catch for the second out. That was the defensive substitution. Forgot to mention Zach DiCarlo now in center field,
Center fielder, number 12, Carson.
taking over after Hatcher pinch hit for Winston in the bottom of the 8th. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Adkins. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Adkins with a pair of hits today. He's 2 for 3. He's been busy out in center field, too, tracking down several fly balls. Spicer looks in. Swing and a miss. Beautiful breaking ball. Spicer's got it working today. This one hit out to DiCarlo in center field, but it will drop in right in front of him. So, runner aboard here with 2 outs.
The shortstop, number 6, Parker Schaefer.
Makes sense. Yeah. See, Maddie, you see the difference?
Yeah.
See how that would have been?
So that'll bring up Parker Schaefer.
Anything higher than that's a fly.
Schaefer 1 for 2 today with a single, or excuse me, a double, and a sac bunt. Also scored a run. A little half check swing foul ball. Throw over to first base. Not in time. 0-1 pitch, misses high and outside. Adkins on the move. Pitch taken, throw down not in time, and it'll be a stolen base. So 2-1 the count. Now an insurance run in scoring position for the Hornets. Ball hit out into deep left center field. Could be trouble, but Maggs there to make the catch on the warning track. What a play by Maggs to track that ball down and saves a run and keeps the score at 2-1 for the Cougars as they come to their last scheduled at bat of the day.
Top of the ninth, there was no runs, one hit and one run.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. This is it for the Cougars. They trail 2-1 against Lynchburg. Chase McKinney will lead it off here for Averett. Takes ball one inside right at the knees. It'll be McKinney, Cameron, and Trailer due up for Averett this inning. Another pitch low and inside. 2-0 the count here to McKinney. That pitch across. Two and one the count. That one drops in as well and evens the count at 2-2 here to McKinney. Time called. That one misses right at the ankles inside. Full count now here to McKinney. Payoff pitch on the way, and McKinney chops this one out to shortstop. Schaefer fields it, throws over to first, and McKinney goes down on the 6-3 putout.
The third baseman, number 22.
That'll bring up Zach Cameron. Cameron has one at bat on the season. He also drew a walk in his other plate appearance. Swing and a miss for Cameron. And check swing, going to be a strike. 0-2 now. Here to Cameron. That pitch in the dirt. Looks like Tanner Bradshaw has picked up a bat in the helmet and is on the on-deck circle for the Cougars. He'd be pinch hitting for Trailer if that stays like it is, and Cameron goes down swinging for out number 2.
Pitch hitting for the Cougars, number 28, Tanner Bradshaw.
So it will be Tanner Bradshaw getting his first at bat of the day. Bradshaw batting .300. He's 3 for 10 on the year. And that ball nearly hit his thigh. Just missed him, went behind him. So Bradshaw looks at another ball. That one outside. Swing and a miss by Bradshaw. Makes it 2-1. Bradshaw, junior, out of Goochland, Virginia. And just missed the inside corner. 3-1 to count. And swing and a miss by Bradshaw. That'll make the count full. Payoff pitch, and Bradshaw just gets a piece of it. And Bradshaw will draw the 2-out walk here. And my guess is we probably will see a pinch runner with the tie-in run at first base.
The first baseman, number 34, Tucker Majetic.
And we will have a pinch runner. Will Cavanis will grab a helmet.
Pinch running for the Cougars, number 42, Will Cavanis.
Cavanis getting a good lead at first. Majetic at the plate. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Cavanis making his 3rd appearance in a game. He has 1 at bat. And that one rocketed foul down the third baseline by Majetic. I'll be honest, if that would have stayed fair, Cavanis might score on that play if it got down in the corner fast enough. It's been a tough play for Allen to get to. Instead, 0-2 the count here with 2 outs. Majetic stays alive, fouls that one over to the Lynchburg dugout. Majetic 2 for 3 today. Pair of singles. So he's accounted for 2 of the 5 hits. Lays off that pitch outside. Waste pitch there. 1-2 the count. And it's going to hit Majetic. So the tying run at second base, go-ahead run at winning run at first base. So that'll bring up McCabe here. Before that happens, though, we're going to have a little mound meeting. Nobody warming up in the bullpen, so I imagine just a quick little talk here for the Hornets. Make sure everybody's on the same page. McCabe came in as a pinch hitter. He's 0 for 2. We'll see. The Cougars like to make any changes here. Looks like head coach Kenny Fleming and assistant coach Billy McLaughlin talking some strategy over here on the third baseline.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 29, Nolan McCabe.
So McCabe will step in. Tying run at second base, winning run at first base. Here, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. Runners will be going on anything hit. That pitch just low across the plate. One ball, no strikes. Both teams lined up along the fences at their dugouts. On the edge of their seats. That pitch in there for a strike, though, and that'll even the count of 1-1. All right, 1-1 the count. Runners decent leads. This one hit down the right field line, but foul by about 10 feet. That one would have easily won it. McCabe trying to poke it down the right field line. So 1-2 the count here to McCabe. And just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. Outfielders playing in, especially down right field. Trying to prevent, if one gets through the infield, prevent the tie and run from scoring. Oh, 1-2 pitch, and swing and a miss, and Lynchburg will hold on to win. 2-1 here over Averett. Lynchburg picks up its first win of the year. They improved to 1-2. Averett drops to 0-5. Tough break for the Cougars. Tight ball game. Could have gone either way today. So Averett have a couple of days off before they head down to Huntington to start conference play down in Alabama. So for everybody here at Owen Fulton Field, thanks for tuning in to today's game on the Averett Sports Network. Be sure to catch our upcoming broadcasts tonight. We've got lacrosse and women's basketball coming up for you here on the Averett Sports Network this evening, both at 7 p.m. Till then, get your fill at AverettCougars.com, and be sure to follow us on social media at AverettUCougars. Again, your final score, Lynchburg 2, Averett 1. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Drew Wilson. We'll catch you next time.
This has been a production of the Averett Sports Network.